The world of horror is abuzz with excitement as Terrifier 3 prepares to hit the big screen, and this time Art the Clown is bringing his signature blend of terror and dark humor to the holiday season. The third installment in the Terrifier franchise promises to be a blood-soaked tribute to horror's greatest hits, with a teaser trailer that has already sparked reactions from fans and critics alike. In this video, we're diving into what makes Terrifier 3 one of the most anticipated horror movies of the year, breaking down the iconic scenes it pays homage to and exploring the fan reactions that are setting social media on fire. Art the Clown, portrayed by David Howard Thornton, is back, and he's not in a jolly mood despite the festive setting of Terrifier 3. This time, the evil clown will be spreading terror over the holiday season, turning a time of joy and celebration into a nightmarish experience for anyone unlucky enough to cross his path. The trailer gives us a glimpse of what's to come, and it's clear that director Damien Leone is pulling out all the stops to make this the most gruesome entry in the series yet. One of the standout moments in the trailer is a scene that pays homage to one of the most iconic sequences in horror cinema, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Fans of Kubrick's 1980 classic will immediately recognize the reference when Art the Clown, in true Jack Torrance fashion, pokes his head through a gap in a door that he's just destroyed with a sharp object. This chilling moment is a direct nod to Jack Nicholson's unforgettable Here's Johnny scene where Torrance chops through a door with an axe, his maniacal grin and wild eyes, making the moment one of the most terrifying in movie history. The reference to The Shining is more than just a clever Easter egg. It's a perfect fit for Art the Clown's character. Like Jack Torrance, Art is a sadistic figure who takes pleasure in tormenting his victims, often with a twisted sense of humor. The parallel between the two characters is clear. Both are relentless, terrifying, and driven by a malevolent force that makes them nearly unstoppable. By including this homage, Damien Leone is not only paying respect to a horror masterpiece, but also aligning Art with some of the most iconic villains in the genre. Fans were quick to spot this tribute and took to social media to express their excitement. On X, formerly known as Twitter, user Bretman865 summed up the feelings of many when he wrote, "A shining nod. You go Art." This reaction is just one of many that show how much horror aficionados appreciate Leone's approach to Terrifier 3, a blend of brutal originality and loving tributes to the genre's roots. But the nod to The Shining is just one of many references to classic horror films in the Terrifier 3 trailer. Another notable moment is when we see Art the Clown sitting motionless in a chair in what appears to be an attic, a scene lifted straight from Bob Clark's 1974 slasher classic Black Christmas. This reference is particularly fitting, given that Terrifier 3 is set during the Christmas season, making it a twisted take on holiday horror. Fans have been eagerly dissecting the trailer to uncover all the hidden Easter eggs. Ex-user Erkawula McKay posed a challenge to fellow horror buffs, asking, "What personal horror movie nods did you notice in the Terrifier 3 teaser trailer?" For me, it felt like Silent Night, Deadly Night, Santa Killer, Pieces, brutal chainsaw kills, The Shining, axe and door chop, and Psycho, shower kill. This tweet highlights just how rich the trailer is with references, making Terrifier 3 not just a movie, but a celebration of horror history. While the trailer may be filled with homages to classic horror films, director Damien Leone has made it clear that Terrifier 3 will not be a light-hearted, nostalgic romp. In an interview with The Playlist, Leone emphasized that he wants to return to the darker, grittier tone of the first Terrifier movie. According to Leone, the first one was grittier, darker, more simplistic, a more retro slasher film. "I want to be careful that we don't go too far into the A Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors now. I like the checks and balances. I like to keep Art the Clown first and foremost terrifying, sadistic, and mean." Leone's words are a reminder that while Terrifier 3 may be filled with nods to the genre's past, it's still very much its own beast. The director's goal is to make this the scariest and darkest installment in the franchise, a film that will leave audiences with nightmares long after the credits roll. The trailer certainly supports this vision, with scenes of Art the Clown donning a Santa suit as he commits his grisly acts, subverting the traditional holiday imagery in the most disturbing ways possible. As soon as the Terrifier 3 trailer dropped, horror fans flocked to social media to share their thoughts. The overall reaction has been one of excitement mixed with a sense of impending dread. Fans are thrilled to see Art the Clown back in action, especially in a film that promises to be as dark and twisted as the original. However, there's also an acknowledgement that this movie isn't for the faint of heart. Leone's emphasis on making Terrifier 3 the scariest entry yet has left some fans feeling both excited and nervous about what's to come. One fan on X, Eridasaxeni, captured the mood perfectly with their tweet. Terrifier 3 is using Black Christmas and The Shining references. I love it. This sentiment echoes the feelings of many horror enthusiasts who appreciate the care and attention Leone has put into crafting a film that honors the genre while pushing its boundaries. Art the Clown has quickly risen to become one of horror's most recognizable and feared characters, and Terrifier 3 looks set to cement his status as a modern horror icon. His blend of silent malevolence, dark humor, and unrelenting brutality makes him a villain who stands out in a genre filled with memorable antagonists. With each installment, Art's legend grows, and Terrifier 3 is poised to take him to new heights, or depths, of horror. For fans of the franchise, the return of Art the Clown is a cause for celebration, even if it's a celebration drenched in blood and terror. The trailer's homages to classic horror films serve as a reminder that Art is part of a long tradition of cinematic villains, but his unique brand of evil ensures that he'll be remembered for years to come. In conclusion, Terrifier 3 is shaping up to be a must-watch for horror fans. With its blend of brutal horror, dark humor, and loving tributes to the genre's greatest hits, the film promises to be a wild ride from start to finish. Damien Leone's vision of returning to the grittier, darker roots of the first Terrifier while incorporating nods to iconic horror films has fans eagerly awaiting the film's release. Art the Clown's reign of terror is far from over, and if the trailer is anything to go by, Terrifier 3 will be the most horrifying chapter yet. So, what do you think of the Terrifier 3 trailer? Are you excited to see Art the Clown back in action? Or are you dreading what he has in store for his next victim? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more horror movie updates.